YouTubers, and welcome to yet another episode of the Master Hoppers Grand Christmas. I'm some of that calendar. With me, Peter, the Master of Hoppers, today, joined by the fillers on the right.
Rich.
Amanda Mices
and someone who's coming upstairs.
Now that works.
Chaotic Master of Hobbits.
So, today, it's the
But I'm doing the
20th of December.
I'm doing the
And I brought this beer. So do you want the honors, Tobias?
Yes.
Open it. Whoa! It's a bottle.
She a bottle. Oh, and she has an anchor.
And you know where it's from?
It's the Imperial Barrel Aged Jule Porter from Fanø Bryghus. Danish beer.
Danish beer for the
Holy
fucking
damn.
first time in ages. Should I open it for you? Fanø Bryghus. What do you know about this brewery? Talk, please.
It's from Fanø, a small island in Denmark, and
This was bad.
they quite recently, I mean, in the last year or so, made quite a lot of brews.
Fanø Bryghus. Fanø Bryghus.
Fanø
Breweries is fantastic. And in the day, years ago, I sound like the old man when I say that. But a few years ago, that was in another person in charge of what was going on, and they were doing great stuff. And then for some reason, it was like poof, and Fanø it just disappeared from the craft beer map. And it was like you can just find Fanø if you went there. And then all of a sudden, some other American, an American couple went there. I'm not 100% sure if they're the main reason why Fanø is back on the map, but Steve and his girlfriend/wife are one of the main driving forces behind making Fanø what it is right now. And I will say, hats off, because they're doing a great job. And they've been making everything from barrel-aged beers to all kinds of stuff. And they've done a lot of, stuff. Most notably Red Wedding, which you probably tried. The cognac barrel-aged, the port wine barrel-aged. Is it cognac or port wine? Barrel-aged Imperial stuff. You tried Red Wedding? White Wedding?
Red Wedding is red wine barrel.
Red wine barrel, sorry,
Yeah.
not cognac. Or port wine. I just remember port wine for some reason. But they're playing around with barrel aging. They're doing a lot of barrel aged stuff, and I thought they should definitely be on the channel. And please take this with a grain of salt, because we've been drinking how many beers before
I
this?
don't know. I have no
20 beers before this. But they do some fantastic beers, and we're drinking their barrel aged Christmas porter. And I think this is a good image of you last year when you were Santa.
Maybe also this year.
Maybe also this year. Are you Santa?
No!
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
No!
Yeah, you
Who
are.
the fuck said that?
So Fanø
I
is...
fucking said that.
Yeah, he did. So Fanø is very famous for their Christmas porter, and it's really good. So this interpretation here is made with... What I love is they put everything on the bottle. It's got a combination of pale ale, malt, Munich, Abbey, Carahel, Cararoma, Carafa 2, chocolate malt, Carafa Special 3, and rolled oats. And then we got Columbus hops, and then to make it Christmassy, we got cinnamon and coffee.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Stouting Rye Whiskey barrels that's been aged in, just to be... The description is like crazy, but I'm pretty sure it's 10.3%. So let's dive in. What do you guys think in terms of color? In terms of color, even, it's quite black and rich. Tan
It
looking.
looks tan, dark, toasty.
Yeah. It looks like what do you expect from an
It
Imperial
looks like
porter or stout?
someone who's like
Going to
inebriated, but classy at the same time.
Inebriated and classy
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Brett. Do you want to check out the aroma?
I couldn't describe it in a better way.
But you are both. You are both as well.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
But Tobias doesn't really want to admit it.
That Brett is inebriated and...
No, that we're both inebriated, but also classy at the same time.
I just don't want to be called a drunk idiot.
Okay.
This looks like a rich Imperial Porter stout-ish beer. Let's check out the aroma and see if it's festive.
Yeah. And it is.
Yeah, it's got some coffee. It's not full on Christmas. Like it's not like smack in the face. This
It smells
is
like
cinnamon bun.
cinnamon-ish.
But there's definitely cinnamon. But it's if you've ever
A little
had
bit of brunkage,
coffee and brunkager,
if you've
and,
ever had the original
caramel, vanilla.
if you've ever had the original Fanø Bryghus Jule porter, it's got definitely notes that are reminiscent of that. It's like soft festive spice with like toasty, roasty, nutty aromas. I'm totally getting a good amount of that.
Yeah.
But I'm also getting dark fruit, raisin figs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm getting like almost English vibes in terms of like it has like a yeast ester thing, I think, or maybe it's just a barrel. There's definitely something that's like I'm getting fruity, dark fruity wine gummy aromas, but with whiskey. It's like and it's got some umami too.
Yeah.
Like there's some roasted maltiness underneath.
I think it's maybe a bit more basic wine gum-esque.
Yeah, it's got some English nuances.
But
I think right now I'm a good example of the person on the label.
Yeah. Cheers.
okay,
Let's try it.
yeah.
It's really old school.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so licoricey. But it's got a lot of heavy, charry, roasty, malty flavor. And then paired with that is I'm getting loads of dark fruit and loads of tobacco and loads of like really old school barrel stout porter type flavors.
Yeah, it's like an old school, or just like a hop and frog stout.
No, I don't think so, because I think Hop and Frog are less like dark fruity and whatnot. Like this have loads of like English almost.
You don't think it tastes like a hop and frog stout?
A little
at
bit.
all?
A little bit. I see some connotation. Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like-
because I think it's like that roasty, like
Heavy
upfront, like
roasted, like,
really
yeah, yeah.
intense character. Maybe this is a bit more dark fruity.
But what's interesting with this is like it's so heavy on roasted malt and whatnot. So like the Christmas flair about it, is, I'm not getting loads of it, but take it with a grain of salt because we've been doing way too many videos today. But I think it's actually really good. I see why a lot of people will love this. Like it's really charry and roasty. Like if you love Limfjords porter and you're in the and this is like a beer that
and smoky.
But think of
smoky
the people who love Limfjords porter. They're gonna go nuts over something like this because it's similar in profile. Like it's hard roast. It's hardly like heavy on assy, charry vibes. Like it's similar to beer like that. Like it's quite old school. It's not like super soft. If you ever drink Deschutes the Abyss, like that, like heavy, like I'm an Imperial stout type flair, like but like just this heavy, deep roasted malt profile. But I want to hear you two guys. What do you think? And is it too harsh?
Too much.
Too
much
much
for you?
Yeah.
I thought so. Cause you don't like it when they get these like heavy roasty.
No. It's too roasty. Too smoky for me.
But I will say, in terms of barrel, I think the barrel is 100% second fiddle. I love to see this in a bourbon barrel or something because the stouting barrels they play in with some oaky woodiness and some minerality that emphasis that heavy roast. But otherwise, it just gets like it's a lot of heavy roast on heavy roast. I think I it's not my all-time favorite Imperial porter or stout, but I'm still probably going around a 90. Maybe 89. I still think it's really good. It's heavy, it's ashy, it's roasty. Like it's one of these old money beers. Like if you love anything that still tastes like roasted malt, you'll love this. And I really hope people will love that because I think it's missing. We need more beers that actually taste like what they are and not like pastries. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Brett? What do you think?
Yeah, I like it at 90-91. I think it's that necessary for beer to have
Bitterness,
these
roast.
these kinds of beers.
Yeah.
That aren't just fucking pastries and soft chocolate and milk, milk chocolate and
something that's got edge and like corners and and it's got it and it's really nice and it's nice to have something that
also because it's a well brewed example of it, it's not just
it's not one note.
It doesn't feel all over the place, although it has a kind of complex flavor profile, but it doesn't feel all over the place.
No. my only like massive beef is that I think the barrel drowns in the base beer. I think it will be better with even longer time in barrels, but who knows? Like maybe it's been in barrels for even longer than we'd imagine. To me, in terms of personal preference, I'd just like some barrel, like a bourbon barrel would be awesome with this, just to counteract all the heavy, intense charry flavors.
I agree.
But nice, we're almost there. How many episodes? 3, 4? Damn, we're getting close. 3, 4. 4. Damn. You okay, Tobias? You ready for the final episodes? He is. So, stay tuned for the final episodes of the Master of Puppets Grand Christmas Candle. And we'll see you tomorrow for that.